Hello, so let's see new add-in or new function for Revit. So this will help to enter geolocation coordinates to our project. So first let's see the issue and the problem. What is a problem inside the Autodesk environment and platform? So basically, if you have a coordinated plan of your situation, it's normally done in Civil 3D or Autodesk AutoCAD map or other GIS platforms. So in this case, I will open example from surveyor's page, and here I have a specific location. So by default, surveyors create the surveyor map. They enter specific local coordinates or local coordinate system numbers inside the application in CAD, GIS application. And normally the plan looks similar to this one. We have a couple of layers which represents different parts of the map. And important part, if we are working with Revit application, we need to have integration for our coordinate systems. So first thing what you need to do, you need to create geolocation for your map. Typically maps are not geolocated if it's just basic map created using lines and text. So in Civil 3D you need to go to settings and you need to click to edit drawing settings, and in here you need to select coordinate system. So first you need to provide drawing units, so in my case it's meters, and you need to define the zone. So the zone is Lithuanian. I have specific coordinate system for Lithuania and I select this coordinate system. Here you can see we have a lot of coordinate system. Practically mostly all the coordinate systems are provided here, and you have all data inside this application. So after this part is done, you will see in your CAD application this blue button which is called geolocation. Inside geolocation you can set specific marks or specific location points on your map, and also you can activate the map function. In this case, Autodesk is collaborating with Bing, Microsoft Maps, and also it is collaborating with S3 GIS platform, which provides map information. So you can activate one or another option. For example, if I activate S3 system, here you can see information from the GIS platform, and I can see all the buildings, all the map background from the maps. So typically I can zoom out and I can see a full map of Lithuania, and if I change different map systems, so here you can see specific map based in Lithuanian coordinate system. And I can zoom in and find my property. So my property is located in this location. If I activate Bing Maps, so Bing Maps are older version, and here you can see I don't see any information about planned roads and other objects. If we compare here, you can see these objects are active here, and in Bing Maps it's not active. So my recommendation, instead of Bing Maps, use S3 Maps, so you can get real information from here. So geolocation gives you option and possibility to check your drawing if your drawing is in correct coordinate system. So if you can see all objects in the same place. And for example, I have here location of my road, and I can see it's in same position, so it means my map is located in correct position. And I can continue and use this data for implementing information inside Revit application. Recommended workflow from Autodesk to push the data from Civil 3D to Revit is using the output and publish surface option. So here you can publish the surface from Civil 3D to Revit, and Revit can import this surface. But not always you have the surface or additional information, and sometimes you just need to have coordinates on your Revit project. Let's open and create new project in Revit, and let's create project. It will be just empty metric template, so you can see all the problems related to coordinate systems. So in here I will activate two windows. One window will be just simple plan, and another will be a 3D view. So let's use WT zoom all, and I have information. And in both views I will activate all of the elements inside model categories, so I can see my internal origin point and survey point and all the points, and the same I will do in 3D model here. So I have basic level and my basic coordinate systems. So to begin implementing coordinates, I will remove or unpin this clip for the survey point, so it can easily move together with internal origin and base point inside the program. So now I would like to implement coordinate system for this project. If I go to manage location, so now I don't have any coordinate system here, and my site is just default site. So to get coordinates or coordinate system from Civil 3D application, I go to my survey point location, and I go to toolbox, activate toolbox, and select shared reference point, and double click on this tool. And now follow the instructions, select origin point. So I will select this origin point, which will be my survey point. So now I will use F8 to have a perpendicular line. So now I need to show orientation or point on plus Y axis, and I click here. And now I can see exact coordinates of this point. So meter system is correct, and Z, X, Y values are also correct. So now I can click OK. So now I will save this XML file, which represents survey point of my map, and I select save and select XML file. Now I can go back to Revit application, and I can just go to plan view or 3D view. Basically, it's better to go to plan view. And inside plan view, I need to select true north. So my plan should show the true north orientation. And now I go to add-ins, and from add-ins I use this tool, import shared coordinates from XML file from Civil 3D. And now I select the origin point. And of course I need to select point on plus Y, and at the moment I don't have any object to which I can snap, so I will cancel this step and I will create just simple reference plane which will represent plus Y. And now I can repeat the same step and select. So I navigate to my topography folder and select survey point XML file. Are you sure to create new shared coordinates? Yes, I am sure. Successful set shared coordinates. So now it's 0, 0, and I should go to manage and select location. And in location, I should make current this option with my survey point. And if I select this position, so the coordinates are representing my survey point. Let's save. So next step, after we have coordinates set up, I can link CAD file. So I go to my topography folder and select 3D representation. And now I need to select to which position I would like to link this file. So basically, my file is in real coordinate system. So if I go to CAD file, and if I zoom out, so my internal origin point is located in here. So I cannot link using internal origin point because my internal origin point is together with base point and survey point. So I set up coordinates of this point for my project. So basically I should link to shared coordinates. So let's try to do that, and let's select by shared coordinates. And in most cases it will not work. Let's see. Yeah, so as I mentioned, it is not working because my Revit file doesn't have any coordinate system. So it cannot link to the shared coordinates because the coordinate system is not created or linked to the file. So I will select align the links world coordinates with the model's shared coordinates, update the Revit model geolocation, longitude, latitude to use the geolocation from the link. So basically, what will program do? It will grab geolocation information from Civil 3D and it will push it inside Revit. So let's use align. And here you can see linked file. Let's go to location. Inside location, you can see location. I have latitude, longitude coordinates, and yeah, all the coordinate system is set up. And if I select the base point, survey point, so everything works quite fine. And now you can see the biggest issue with linked real coordinates file from Civil 3D. All these files are not presented correctly. So this is the problem and issue of large coordinates inside Revit application. And Revit is not able to work with real coordinates. So it needs to work with project coordinate system. So basically you need to insert all data using insert tool inside local coordinate system of a project. If you will insert objects in global coordinate systems, so basically you will have the result looking like this. Circles are modified and you can see the shape is totally broken. And basically my point is here in Civil 3D and real coordinates are here, so I cannot follow and use this Civil 3D file inside Revit. So what I need to do, I need to just delete this real coordinates file, and I need to insert a file which is moved inside local coordinate system. So it means I need to modify Civil 3D file specifically for importing it to Revit. So I will delete. So I use this Civil 3D with real coordinates file to set geolocation of my project and grab coordinate system information, latitude, longitude information from the file. So this part of job is done, so I don't need this file anymore, so I can delete it. So now I will import the file which has project local coordinate system. So now I need to go back to Civil 3D, and I need to select all these components and go to Home and select Copy with base point. And now I should go to this location and select the base point of my copy. Now I click New Drawing. So this new drawing should not have any geolocation, so it should not have any coordinates, and it will be in local coordinate system of a project. So now I click Paste and enter the coordinates of my new origin point, so it will be 0, 0. I should do it inside command line. In other case, it will not work. And after this step, I go to coordinates and select this option so I can see internal origin point symbol exactly inside my internal origin point. So here you can see YX is represented in correct position. I can change it to realistic mode, and the coordinate symbol will change colors, and it will show green and red colors representing YX. So this is my internal origin point. Now I can save this file and insert new name, so it means it has 0, 0, 0 coordinates of my internal origin point. The file is prepared, and I can click link and select this one and set origin to origin point. So now you can see results, and here you can see my circle object is exact the same shape. It is not deformed or modified, and my DVG file is nicely placed and is representing real situation of my project. So now I need to set up additional points. So here I have additional points for my properties. So if I go to this map and select wireframe mode, so I have specific properties in this project example, and specific project side point or base point is represented by these symbols. So I have these symbols inside my Revit application. And now I need to place the points of the base point or other points to these exact positions. So inside Civil 3D, you can do it by entering the coordinates. So for example, I can click a geolocation point in my real coordinates file and click point, and I can add point, for example, test point, and here I have this point, and now I need to move it in specific coordinates. So what I can do, I can just grab the coordinates of this point and copy paste it inside here. And you can see automatically the point is moving to needed position. And here I have this test point inside needed position. Inside Revit, we don't have this option to enter the coordinates for any point or any object. So it means Revit is working a little bit differently. In the background, it is working with x, y, z coordinates. All objects have these coordinates, but you cannot easily enter these coordinates. So it means you need to do levels, grids, and use a lot of other functions, techniques to set the object inside correct position. So what I did, I just went to ChatGPT or OpenAI Codex. Of course, I could use Claude Code. In my case, I used Codex, and I created a Revit add-in application without zero knowledge. And in 2 hours, I have working product which solves the problem inside Revit application. So to show this, I will add additional family object. So I have this reference point coordinates family, and let's try to repeat the same steps inside Revit application. And now I will just add this point. So this point has a specific object. It has inside generic model adaptive point, which you can see is quite good visible if you zoom out, and it is representing the location, and also the same point is visible inside 3D model. Yeah, so you can see it's inside 3D model. Now this point is located on a flat surface in this position. And also I see a problem here because my real elevation of my ground surface is above, and during import, it was imported into 0, 0 coordinates. So what I need to do here, I need to just move it down by 153.85 meters down. So it is located in exact position here. Because this elevation coordinates is written here, so I just needed to move it down, and now I can pin it back to the needed position. And here I have this point representing my point on the map. So to move this point, I cannot write coordinates by default using Revit tools, and I just need to use move tool and or set specific dimensions and move it to needed position. In some cases, if you don't have an AutoCAD file linked inside your project and you have just coordinates of the point, for example, I will try to enter these coordinates. And let's put coordinates. It will be meters, and this one also will be in meters. And it's X, Y, and Z coordinates. So inside Revit, I activate my tool. Before activating, I select my generic point, activate the tool. So the tool automatically grabs basic information for this point. Here you can see all the details. And now I will use absolute 0. So it means the program will calculate automatically coordinates from absolute 0. So it moves the point in the needed location. It can calculate distance from survey point, from internal origin point, and from project base point. In my case, I need to use absolute 0. And now you can see absolute 0 coordinates is shown with all these coordinates, and the Z is according to these coordinates. If I select survey point, so because it's inside the 0 level, and survey point is in the same level, so I have value 0. So from the survey point it's just 0. But I need to push information from Civil 3D. So in this case I will use absolute 0 and select meters in this case. And now I just copy paste these coordinates to this application. And all this was done just by AI. So all this user interface, all the tables, functions, and the fields was automatically created. So zero knowledge, just entered I want specific tool to set coordinates for my generic family. I entered this generic family to AI, and it was working approximately 2 hours. Also, I'd run some tests, pushed back additional log files because some functions was not working. And practically in 2 hours, I have a fully functioning tool which can provide results. And I click apply. And now you can see family instance moved successfully and supported XYZ parameters were updated. Use Revit undo to revert if needed. I can click close. And now you can see the point is located in this position. And if I check properties of this point, generic model, and the program automatically pushes the coordinates inside the dimensions. And I have real coordinates. So here you can see the same numbers are automatically pushed inside the properties, inside parameters. And using these parameters, I can extract data, I can create tables, I can create schedules, I can make calculations and all other things. So all these functions was not able in default Revit application. Just in 2 hours, I created a new add-in in Revit with specific button descriptions and functions and user interface, and everything works fine. So it's quite awesome, and I think the future is just AI automatically doing a lot of work inside Revit. And practically for engineers it's quite scary because most of work will be done automatically by AI tools. So here you can see it's quite easy, and AI tools are quite capable to create interesting functions and tools. And now I have my point, and I can create points and make copies of these points in any location. So practically I can delete this reference plan, and I can put points just entering the coordinates, and I know they will be located in correct position. And by doing that, I will have exact position of my project objects based on the coordinates. And now I can just add spot coordinates. And here I have the coordinates, and I can just change, let's say, survey point, and activate elevation. And here you have all the same numbers. If I change units to meters, so you can see 055, 170. Yeah, so here I should have 0. And my number and my point have exact coordinates. And if I go back to Civil 3D, so the same coordinates, the same point, all is nicely integrated. So in summary, in a couple hours, I just, from idea, I created a tool, working tool, which is able to set exact coordinates to any point inside Revit by entering real numbers, real coordinates inside this application, and the point jumps into exact position in my project. So if I will get any data about any point locations on my map, I can use this tool and I pinpoint all these positions from report, from Excel file, from spreadsheet, from Word document, and it doesn't matter. So at the moment, it's done by selecting point and entering coordinates. Of course, if I will push AI tool, I can automate it to create a lot of points based on Excel spreadsheet and so on. In my case, I was needed just one point and move this point to a specific location. So in the future, maybe I will create additional add-ins and so on. So zero knowledge of programming and just couple of prompts for AI and you have working product, and no need to buy extra applications. Everything is done inside company, inside office, so you don't need to buy third party tools which can be not updated or have some issues or problems, and you can fix every problem instantly. Just put the log files, journal files to AI tool and it updates and modifies the program code, and all the program code is inside office, inside the company. So practically all the companies should have full licenses of Claude Code or OpenAI Codex, and give it to engineers who are doing modeling part, who is doing statical analytical part, or doing other work inside the company, and they should use these tools, create add-ins, create tools which can improve their performance and work, and it can save, I think, a lot of time and can improve work process. And these add-ins can be shared inside company, inside office easily. No need to install, just copy paste files and everything works. Great things with AI, and I believe it will give a lot of possibilities for engineers in near future. So good luck in coding, good luck in the designing. So let's meet next time. So have a nice day. Bye.